What if I told you that I have found a game that is so addictive it rivals Balatro? That's right, I've been playing CloverPit and I want to talk all about it and it is good. It is a very good game. Let's just start from the top because I don't know. This game is it's got its hooks in me. It's got its hooks in me, guys. So CloverPit is a roguelite slot machine, self-confessed nightmare, where the developers say you gamble for your life in a never-ending debt simulator. And that kind of like dry humor, it encapsulates what CloverPit is about. So the premise of the game, you just are this person in a kind of dystopian prison cell. And this is where it's very much like Buckshot Roulette. You know, it has that vibe, that gritty, like, what the heck is going on vibe. You're in a prison cell, there's a slot machine, there's an ATM machine, there's like a little computer, and you're just like, it's quite obvious that you need to escape because there's a key behind a piece of glass, and it's, you know, you're like, I need the key to get out. And yeah, the aim of the game is to basically pay your debts every round. So there's that you have a debt amount in dollars on the ATM machine. You have to pay them through winning in the slot machine, which is kind of gambling. And then the idea is, I think, that at the end, the key will unlock and you can escape. However, if at the end of the round, you know, you get three turns on the slot machine, and if in those 3 turns you don't get the debt amount paid off, you drop through a trapdoor to your doom, basically. And it is so... The best way to describe this game is Buckshot Roulette meets Balatro, with a side of Inscription. And it's like, if you like any of those games, you need to go out and just play CloverPit right now. It's gonna just really get you, especially if you like Balatro, especially if you kind of like, you like the gloomy vibe of Inscription, and Buckshot Roulette's kind of like wacky, concrete nightmare. So as I said, each round you start off with a small amount of debt, and each round it goes up and you have to pay it back, and that's where it's like Balatro, where the numbers end up getting absolutely crazy. And you start off with some coins and you have to insert them into the slot machine and play the slots to win money, hopefully. It's RNG, as a slot machine and gambling is, and you have to match up the symbols. It works exactly how you'd expect it to work in the beginning. You can then insert some of your coins into the ATM, and over time that acts as interest, so you can kind of get interest on your coins whilst you're also doing the slot machine, and that is a whole mechanic in itself. Like, how much do I save versus how much do I spend? There's a tickets mechanic, like you would at a fairground, you know, win tickets to unlock things. And what happens is, you get these tickets every round, and there's other ways to get tickets. And these tickets unlock items that give you buffs or debuffs. So you can kind of... And these buffs and debuffs, they can just last for one run, but they can also be, you know, more than that. I'm not going to go into detail for spoilers, but the idea is that these... So it will be like, oh, this will appear more, this will appear less. If you get this, you get that. And it kind of increases how much money you can earn every time the slot machine hits, and they can also give you extra lives and extra spins and all of that, the stuff you would expect from a roguelike game. There's also a telephone that rings off to the end of every round, and there's a mysterious person on the other end who offers you a buff. Now these buffs are what pertain to your long-term runs. So it'll be like these symbols will appear more every single run. So this is where you can choose, okay, do I need like a buff right now, or do I want to say, hey, increase the frequency that the bells appear in every run, because the bells will give you more money than like the basic stuff or that sort of thing. So it's kind of balancing, okay, this is great for future gameplay, because you are not going to complete this in a couple of runs. This will keep its hooks in you, but you will not be... You need to unlock everything. There's 150 items to unlock, which as you play, that can then enter the pool of items that turn up randomly that you can purchase with tickets. So that is basically the game in a nutshell. It gets progressively harder, like Balatro, every round. Bad things can happen. I'll keep it kind of light on the spoilers, but, you know, there's a mechanic where, hey, sixes start to appear, and if you get 666 in a row, all your money disappears. And it's stuff like that where the game seems very easy on the surface, but to actually win the game and escape, it is very difficult, and you have to just keep at it, unlocking things. And it's just, CloverPit has this super addictive nature of Balatro, where you'll say, the other day, I just sat here playing it, and I thought, I'll just do 2 rounds, and I was here hours later, just playing the game. It is really that good. I think this is one of the best indie games of the year. It's just so good. So that's why I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I will recommend this game to pretty much everyone. Usually in this segment I'll do who is it for, who's it not for. I recommend this game to any, if you like any of the games that I've mentioned, when you like roguelites, this is a must buy. You should buy it at full price. You know, you don't need to wait for a sale. You're not going to be disappointed. You're going to get a lot of gameplay out of this. It's fun. It's simple but fun, addictive. It's very good. It's near perfect. There's not really much to complain about, other than, you know, the reason it's not a 10 out of 10 is that it has a limited scope of mechanics. It's not kind of this sprawling thing. So it's very good. I would say, you know, if you don't like roguelites, then this is not going to be the game for you, because you will be replaying, you know, the slot machine again and again, and that's the whole idea of a roguelite. But I would say CloverPit is really, I would say it's underrated, but it's not really underrated, but it's something you need to check out. If you haven't checked out yet, the hype is real. CloverPit is a great game.